So today what I'm quickly talking about is a lot of people eat late, and what I'm going to put up on the end of this video, guys, is a link, right? And this is just very quickly, it's going to bring you to the website where you can download this cheat sheet. So this is basically what to eat when eating late. Now, before we kind of get into some options of what you can eat, we have to ask ourselves, why do we eat late? For a lot of people, it's boredom. You know, particularly now, if you're off and you're kind of hanging around the house a lot more, you're eating more. And especially in the evenings, then people are, you know, again, just killing a bit of time. So sometimes it's boredom, sometimes it's habit. They've gotten into this routine of, I'm watching TV, I'm, you know, having a cup of tea, I'm having a biscuit or whatever it is, and it's just this habit associated with eating late. So for that side of it, it's about getting a hobby, having some willpower, and we'll do another post on that. But for a lot of people, what happens is, you know, before now they can be quite busy, and when they're at work and some people get straight up out of bed, they go straight into work, they mightn't eat until lunchtime, then they're so busy again they mightn't eat until dinner time. So you're not providing the body with enough calories. So come the evening time, then the body still hasn't had enough energy to keep going. So it starts looking for more energy, and the outcome of that is you start eating late because you haven't given it enough energy during the day. So ideally what you'd try and do is get in requirements before too late at night, because ultimately what will happen is, if you don't, and as I said, you get hungrier later on, people can kind of graze then for the evening and overeat, and next thing the results slow down. But if it's a thing that is boredom, now remember, like if you're somebody who wants to lose a bit of fat, right, lose some inches, you have to create a calorie deficit, which means you're taking in less calories than you're burning off. So you have to take in those reduced calories throughout the day. If you've taken in those reduced calories by 6 o'clock and it's boredom that's causing you to eat later on, then all that's going to happen is you're just going to level yourself off and you won't shift anything. And then you're going to tell yourself, well, I've been eating right, why am I shifting weight? And it's because it's late night snacking. So what I've brought in here is a couple of options. So a couple of these are going to be on the eating late cheat sheet, right? And this is literally just a one page like that. You'll be able to download it onto your phone, and it'll give you an idea of what's involved. So the whole concept of this is that these snacks, so there's 8 ideas for eating late snacks on this cheat sheet, right? And the whole idea is that there are 200 calories per snack. So by limiting it to 200 calories, we can control how much of it we're taking in, and we have to control. This isn't just a matter of, oh, I've had one of that, I'm going to have some more. So we have to control what snacks we're taking in. So these are all kept at about 200 calories, and it says it brings them down here. The reason, again, we're keeping it to 200 calories is that it's just a snack. Your main meals might be 300-400 calories each. This is just a lighter snack to give you enough energy to fuel the body right, so that you'll still shift weight. So it's not that you can't eat late, and a lot of people tell you, oh, geez, I shouldn't be eating after 7 o'clock. You shouldn't if you've already taken in your calorie intake for the day. But if you haven't, so it's important for you to know what your calorie intake has been. If you haven't, then it is okay once it's the right kind of things. So the key thing to remember with eating food late is what you're taking in, right? So obviously you don't want to be taking in high sugary and processed foods late at night, because the body won't process that and end up storing it as fat. So what you're looking to do is take in protein sources, kind of fat sources, and an easily digestible carbohydrate, like a whole grain carbohydrate, right? So not kind of refined sugars, like I said, junk food and high sugary foods. So a couple of ideas, right, that we've got it here, we'll get you to zoom in there. So one is, you chop up a medium-sized banana and you put a bit of peanut butter on the top of it, right? So again, this is about 200 calories. So just a tablespoon of peanut butter just divided up into between the bananas. And this is actually lovely. If you've never tried this, now maybe you don't eat peanut butter, that's fine. Peanut butter, any nut butter, almonds, cashew butter, you can get them out there, right? But this is actually really tasty, and it tastes like banoffee pie if you without the toffee part of it. So again, this is a really tasty option. Again, about 200 calories or so. The banana will be about 90-ish, and then your peanut butter will be about 100 calories. Your avocado and your egg, right? What you do is you put half an avocado, so chop that, take out your stones, scoop it out, mash it up. Half an avocado onto 2 crisp breads or 2 Ryvitas, or a hard-boiled egg mashed up onto 2 crisp breads or 2 Ryvitas. Peanut butter, like you could have again a whole grain slice of toast with peanut butter just spread across the top of it. Again, remember your slice of bread is about 100 calories and your peanut butter then be about 100 calories as well. So each of these little snacks will be about 200 calories. Now, if you can kind of see the pattern here, right? So we have either your healthy fat with the avocado and the crisp bread, which is a light carbohydrate, or we have our peanut butter on the whole grain bread as well. But you'll see inside in this eating late cheat sheet, it talks about Greek yogurt with granola. Now, one thing we should be careful of, right, and it's the same with fruit and with the banana, the reason we put the peanut butter on it, what you're trying to do, right, you don't want to take in just a sugar source, and that doesn't matter if it's highly processed, like a chocolate bar or biscuits, or if it's fruit. If you take in too much sugar, the body, it's energy, and the body will store excess energy as fat. So what we want to do is we're trying to stop the blood sugar spiking too late at night, all right? So how we do that is by taking in a protein source with the sugar source to control that blood sugar spike. So that's why we have peanut butter, because peanut butter is high in protein, and what it does is it offsets the release of the sugar from the banana, because there's a lot of sugar in banana. So it offsets the release of that sugar so that you won't have this massive spike, which means the body won't store or won't have that insulin reaction which causes fat storage. So it's just to remember that side is the same with peanut butter and the carbs, like the carbs and the whole grain broken down into sugar. The peanut butter just helps slow down that insulin reaction from carbohydrates being broken down into sugar. Okay, so that's kind of the concept. They're 200 calories, they're healthy fats, they're proteins mixed with sugar foods. So in that yogurt it says to mix in granola or nuts in that cheat sheet here. And again, that granola, those nuts will help add fiber from the granola, and the nuts will help add that protein source to offset the sugars that occur naturally in yogurt. Okay, so look, I hope this makes sense. As I said, I'm going to download the cheat sheet. If you want the cheat sheet, like some of you have it already, you might have seen it in the past. If you want the cheat sheet, all you want to do is just comment yes underneath the video, and I'm going to post a link later on today, and anyone who wants it, then can just download it for free. As I said, this is just about helping you keep on track and not do too much damage over the next few weeks. Okay, hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up. We'll be doing live at 8 o'clock Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, and we'll be, remember I have a Q&A on Friday morning, so any questions you have about health, nutrition, mindset, or you just want to chat, say hello, that'll be 10 o'clock on Friday morning. And other than that, then we have our next live workout tonight at 8:30. Have your warm-up done beforehand, and we'll see you for that one.